While YouTube horror content often gets a bad reputation for being fake or overly edited, there are still real clips out there that can't be explained. The following video, uploaded on June 17th, 2023, is one such example. It shows a man explaining his terrifying experiences with a haunting. At first, everything seems normal. The man simply tells his story, but things quickly take a strange turn.
And then a couple of voices I've heard. It's kind of freaking me out though, you know.
At one point in the video, the camera zooms in on a skeleton in the background, and suddenly its head tilts to the left, seemingly on its own. This is unsettling because no one else is in the room with the man, but this was only the beginning. The video continues for another 19 minutes, and what happens next is even more eerie. Out of nowhere, a door opens by itself, and just as quickly, it slams shut. The man insists that no one was in the house at the time, making this event completely unexplainable. Could it have been caused by a draft, or something else physical? Possibly, but the next clip raises even more questions.
I keep fucking hearing shit. Why is it? This fucking closet door. What is that? Hey! Hey, stop! I don't want my wife to sit here that thing just moved. That thing just fucking moved. I'm just gonna ignore it. I could have sworn I saw it move.
The man's closet door opens by itself, just like the one before. He approaches to close it, clearly confused, but then the situation takes a darker turn. He hears footsteps approaching from behind him, but when he turns around, no one is there. His wife, who was at home at the time, comes downstairs later and mentions that she had been napping during the incident. If she was sleeping, then who or what was making the footsteps? The man is left with no logical explanation. On June 8, 2014, a family was gathered in their living room, enjoying a quiet evening. It was their youngest daughter's birthday, and she was sulking because she had already finished unwrapping her presents. However, none of them could have predicted that something far more unsettling was about to happen.
I think I can see it on here. Hold on. Now it's stopped. Oh, wait, there it is. See if she moves. There it is.
In the video, the doll moves on its own in an eerie manner, tilting its head to the left as though it was trying to get a better look at the man in the room. What made this even more baffling was that the box containing the doll had been securely taped shut after a previous incident of unexplained movement. With no way for anyone or anything to physically touch the doll, the owner concluded that it was possessed. Instead of being scared, he decided to reinforce the tape around the box, and even took a closer video for those curious about the doll's appearance. This video was recorded the day after the doll's unexplained movement, and in it, the man provides more context about the strange toy. Take a look.
I don't, but I'll get you one. I got her about 2 years ago at a thrift store. There were 3 of them, and for whatever reason, she was very far away from the other ones. And for some reason, I just really wanted this one. She's very cool. I really love the jester style. It's cool. I don't know if she's ever been opened, but I've never opened the box. It's taped closed. And yeah, I just left her there. It's kind of cool.
According to the owner, when he first bought the doll, it was oddly placed away from similar toys, which immediately raised suspicions. Normally, stores group related items together, but this doll had been left on its own. Some believe it may have moved to that spot by itself, especially given its previous activity on camera. After this video, the doll reportedly continued to shift positions overnight, but the man was unfazed and ensured it remained on the same shelf permanently. A YouTuber named James decided to explore the Molly Stark Sanatorium, a location widely regarded as one of the most haunted sanatoriums in the United States. James, seeking content for his channel, braved the abandoned building alone. It was around 2 p.m. when he ventured so deep into the facility that sunlight no longer reached him. That's when the paranormal activity began. As James walked through a dimly lit corridor, a door to his right slowly creaked open despite no one being there. At first glance, this could have been dismissed as a gust of wind, but James pointed out 2 key reasons why this wasn't the case. First, a loose wire hanging ahead didn't sway, which would have been expected if wind were present. Second, the absence of sunlight in the area made it unlikely for wind to reach that spot. With natural causes ruled out, James concluded that something unseen was sharing the space with him. This suspicion was confirmed only 5 minutes later.
What the fuck is that? Yo, do you see that? What the fuck? Yo. What? Yo, what the
Strangely, a well-dressed man appeared across the corridor, walking as if he were a regular person. However, it quickly became clear this wasn't the case. Startled, James pulled out a weapon for protection, causing his camera to shake. When he followed the figure, it had vanished completely. This led him to believe the figure was an apparition meant to frighten him, and it had succeeded. But this ghost wasn't done yet, and had one final scare planned. Deciding it was best to leave, James turned around and began making his way back outside. On his way out, he noticed a few objects moving on their own, but continued heading toward the exit. Just as he reached the entrance, another ghostly figure appeared.
In this video, I'm continuing my exploration of Molly Stark Sanitarium, a tuberculosis hospital.
High above, on the building's balcony, a female-like figure briefly appeared, seemingly watching James leave. It quickly turned away and disappeared. While James suspects it may have been the same ghost taking on a different form, the apparent change in gender leaves the question open to interpretation. Let me know what you think in the comments. In May 2016, a chilling video was recorded at Evergreen Cemetery, a site rumoured to be haunted by the spirit of a young woman. According to legend, this woman lost her baby, died shortly after, and was buried in this cemetery. A statue was erected in her honour, and locals claim she roams the grounds at night searching for her child. A couple decided to investigate the claims using a drone, and what they captured was beyond unsettling. The footage shows the drone stopping near a grave, where a human figure appears to be crouching as though mourning someone. However, upon noticing the drone, the figure abruptly stands and flees. What makes this particularly strange is how smoothly it moved, almost as if gliding through obstacles. This led the couple to believe they had encountered a ghost, though this theory remains unconfirmed. After this sighting, the drone's search yielded no further results for the rest of the night, despite attempts to follow the mysterious figure. To South American radio station, employees have repeatedly reported strange disturbances attributed to a little girl. What's unusual is that no one has ever seen her directly. Her appearances are only visible through reflections. For weeks, the staff collaborated in an effort to capture her on camera, but their attempts were unsuccessful until the footage you're about to see. This incident occurred at 4 p.m. on a Thursday and was caught on CCTV. Take a look.
Staff at this radio station in South America mention that the spirit of a small girl always appears exactly in this part of the radio station. The spirit of a girl who tragically lost her life appears in this particular area of the building, presumably because it is her death site. Many of the employees of this radio station have become so used to her presence, commenting that she makes mischief and plays tricks on them. But in case you didn't notice that glass door where a girl with a gray dress appears, and if pay closer attention you'll notice she doesn't cast a shadow. Tell me, do you think it's a girl's spirit? Others say that she causes them so much terror. Do you think it could be an imposter demon?
Did you catch it? In the reflection of a glass door, the figure of a little girl can be seen walking past, yet there was no one physically present in the room. Additionally, the reflection didn't include a shadow, further supporting the idea that this wasn't an ordinary sighting. After viewing the footage, the staff debated whether the girl was a regular ghost or something more malevolent. They unanimously concluded she was likely a demon. In response, the team performed a blessing on the building in hopes of banishing her. However, unlike typical hauntings, this one hasn't gone away. The mysterious girl continues to haunt the station to this day. On August 6, 2021, a woman found herself home alone with her dog while her husband was out getting a haircut. She wasn't too concerned about being alone and decided to relax by watching TV, but her quiet evening was cut short when the doorbell rang, setting off a chain of events she would later regret.
Luna, come on.
Strangely, there was no one at the door when she answered, yet the bell continued to ring, even with the door open. This ruled out the possibility of a prank, like a ding-dong ditch. Initially, the woman shrugged it off, thinking it was a problem with the doorbell itself, and called an electrician to have it fixed. When the electrician arrived, the ringing mysteriously stopped. After checking everything, he found no faults. However, as soon as he left, the incessant ringing resumed. The situation became so unsettling that the family decided to move. For a while, everything seemed fine, until a sleepover brought new disturbances. A month after the family moved, the woman began to feel at ease again. It was around this time that she invited her best friend, Lucy, over for a sleepover. They had often stayed at each other's homes as children, and saw this as a chance to relive old memories. However, neither of them realized that someone, or something, else would be joining them that night.
Did you do that?
While the two friends were in the room together, a water bottle suddenly fell over on its own. On closer examination, it became clear that no one had touched it, leading them to believe that some unseen force was responsible. Both women insisted that all the windows were shut, ruling out the wind as a cause. It seemed that whatever spirit had haunted the woman before had returned to frighten her, and if the doorbell and a falling bottle didn't seem terrifying enough, the ghost wasn't done yet. 2 days after the sleepover, the woman was lounging on her couch, scrolling through her phone and watching TV, when something unexpected happened. Without warning, several books flew off the bookshelf and landed on the floor. Startled, she immediately got up and went to the next room to tell her husband what had happened. However, he dismissed her concerns, calling her paranoid, but his disbelief was soon replaced with fear after his own encounter with the supernatural. While he was watching an important sports match, the ghost made its presence known once again.
Fucking water's on. She's flipping out.
Holy crap, Mom! What are you eating? Mom, really feel the purpose. I'll probably feel better.
Literally just turned back on as soon as I sat down.
I don't see the force.
Luna.
No, I'm here. I guess I just live out my days as a people. Trying to die, I suppose. Except that this is hard mode, and I don't know.
Out of nowhere, a loud knocking sound echoed through the hallway. The woman quickly went to investigate but found no source for the noise. Then, almost as if on cue, the eerie doorbell ringing they had experienced at their previous home began again, and just like before, the ringing would stop as soon as someone got close to it, only to resume moments later. This time, the husband witnessed everything firsthand and finally believed the house was haunted. Rather than risk angering the spirit by blessing the home, the couple decided to ignore the activity and hoped it would go away. Unfortunately, this decision would come back to haunt them. Not long after, the ghost's behavior escalated to physical interaction.
Because my search is 6 and I have 1.
I gave you 6 points, I'm deducting 7. This is ridiculous.
Don't make me think about numbers again. A brave and accurate decision.
Yes,
my captain.
Yes.
Yeah, holy captain, your horticulture is harvestable.
Ah, good. Come on, thank you. Fine.
Hurry happily and hank these hungry hollow hippo.
At first, it's difficult to see what happens in the clip, but when zoomed in, you can clearly see the woman's hair being pulled by an invisible force. She jumped up in shock, clearly alarmed, and began looking around for any explanation. When she realized no one else was near her, it became undeniable that the spirit was responsible. Despite this terrifying encounter, the couple still chose not to take any action to cleanse the house. They continued living there without blessing it or calling for help. Interestingly, reports suggest that the paranormal activity has since reduced significantly. However, it's hard to say whether the ghost has truly lost interest or is merely biding its time for another appearance.